Hello everyone, a little adventure here in Hellion. I'm just doing a little bit of looting, bringing it back to my ship, and I thought I would record and bring you along for the ride. It's a derelict storage section up here that I've been looting for a little bit now, and I wanted to check the outside here and see if there was any scrap that I could take away from it. Doesn't look like there is, at least on this side. Oh, here we go. Here's one right here. Nice and easy. Catch ourselves there. Here's another one. This will give me carbon fiber when I take it back to the station and put it in the recycler. Just kind of maneuver around here so we can find out. Here's another one. I actually have quite a bit back at the station. I need alloys, but sometimes the alloys can be found in the same locations as these. These and other planetary orbits can be taken sometimes, and those give you alloy and carbon fiber as well. But so far I haven't found any that I can take in orbit around Bethyr here. I'm orbiting one of the moons. Bethyr, the gas giant in this system. And this is the starting system, so they don't really give you too much of an advantage when you're in the starting system there. You have to go a little further afield before you can find some more of the higher end materials. I don't see any more here. That looks like everything on the outside. Gonna head in here. See if there's anything that I missed on my first way through. Head over to the storage facility proper. See if there's anything that I left in there. Not seeing anything. So we'll head back. 0G flying here. I have to make sure not to spend too much time here because the dust ring comes and that is very damaging to your ship, not to mention deadly if it hits your spacesuit. Here? Nope. Try and keep my light off so I can save battery. Still have some gravity in here. Don't really need weapons and ammo because I'm doing single player mode. But I can get materials out of those if I take them back to my station. I emptied those earlier and they're not, well, I'm here. Might as well. all set. And then just look for the ship. Let's head out this way. Where are you, ship? There you are. It's out there at 1 kilometer. Damaged fabricator. Could head for that next. Swing around so we don't get wounded. And head into the ship. I forgot to turn my light off there, so I did waste some juice, but oh well. Empty out my spacesuit. So when we head to the fabricator, I got plenty of room. Might as well get this pressurizing while we're waiting. No room. Some of these smaller items. Yeah, I can fit one in there and one in there. And those will go in there. Do I got room here? I do not. Should be able to fit something in here. Yeah, quite a bit. Alright, we got oxygen, so I can take the helmet off. Open the door. Go up top to the first deck. I'm gonna check power here while I'm here. Make sure we're not running low. Okay, we're good. Alright. This is the kind of the world view. As you can see, this is the Bethyr here, and then this is the solar system. Looks like we got time before we get to the ring. So, fabricator's at 1.2 kilometers. And according to the heads-up display, it's over this way. I don't have any fuel for my engine, so I'm going to have to use my RCS thrusters, which I'm running low on. Not too bad, though. We'll take it up to 50 meters a second here. Well, 45 anyways. Okay, we're coming up on it, so start slowing down. About 100 meters. Try and stay 70. There we go, and there it is. Fabricators where you're able to build different components. So there might be some goodies in there. Close this up. Start depressurizing. Helmet on. Cargo bay is kind of large, so it takes a few moments. And we'll manually override the door. And jump. grabbing those solar panels, but I already have a casing full of materials, raw materials, that is more important at this point. Automated turret in here for the flashing. Those will kill you almost immediately, which is unfortunate. Oh, gravity in here, that's cool. And the fabricator was this way. Warp cell. That always comes in handy. We'll leave that crowbar for now. Helmet. I already got mining drills, but those are very large on the materials when you recycle them. Actually, I wonder if this is active because those. It is. Okay, I can do this maybe. I got my own helmet. I don't really need these helmets, so. Now, of course, the game does take into account that you're in 0G, so you can't really hear anything, but you can pick up the vibrations through the floor because I'm standing on it. That's why you can on again, off again, hear this thing. That's an end hatch. That's nothing. It's just a little module that will give you a dead end if you put it in there. So this run on this place is complete. Unless there's anything in here, which there is on the attachment point. Oh, I can't. Thought I could do that. Well. I think that's maybe the blue containers. Now that I think about it. My recipe should be here. Raw materials. Ooh, I don't have a materials container. That is unfortunate. Okay. Materials there and I could actually use them. Let's head back to the ship here. I could connect. I could connect the ship to that, and I could then use the cargo connectors to transfer it over to this ship. I can do that. Dislodge from the cargo container that I'm currently docked with, and it'll set it adrift. So I'd have to be quick. Ooh. You know what? Lesson learned, it's not worth it. Not worth it. Where's my station at? Okay, it's down low. It's red though, so yeah, through the planet. Alright. I'm not gonna chance that either. Yep, we're coming up on the debris field. Okay, so I'm gonna add a custom orbit here. I want to warp to down there. So I'll move this over here. I'll go like this. There we go. And then I want to warp to that before I get to the debris field here. How short a drive can I get away with here? Alright, that's the minimum energy. Okay. Deserted industrial habitat and abandoned storage. Okay, that's damaged fabricator, alright. Shoot up the range here. anything that's named usually has a so consider going to that. The automated weapons are fully automatic and not terribly inaccurate when they shoot at you. I'm at 35% of my thing. I better kick on the reactor. I don't want to run out of juice mid-warp. Okay, it's up and running. Oh, powering up still. It should be good to go. Okay. Now I can set up my warp for home. That keeps us out of the debris field. Go over here to my home station. Speed too low, okay. Gotta use more juice. There we go. Make sure I didn't pass through anything. Oh, it's a clear shot there. Clear shot there. Good. Next jump. Yeah, 2 full and 2 used. Head downstairs while we're in transit. Okay. I'll leave that for now. Okay, that's full. This is almost full. I was actually out mining, and then I decided to hit this place because the orbit was in the right area. That's always a good thing because orbits are real time. So, like the orbit on that place I was just at, that derelict storage unit, is 4 hours and 40 minutes, I think. So it's in the debris field or in a bad spot for about 3 hours. So and all of these will be tossed because I really don't need a whole bunch of those. Alright. Time to dock. Home. First I've got to dock this. Container that I've got on the bottom of the ship here. Here we are. I might need to go inverted here. Not sure, I can't remember. Close enough to shift to the docking camera. Docking port. No, I don't want the airlock. I want the anchor. Why am I not seeing? I don't know what's happening. Alright, where is... At least we're drifting away from it. I didn't run into it. Where are you? There you are. Alright, since I'm having camera issues, I'm going to get closer. It's a lot like astronauts for docking. Or not astronauts, what's it called? Astronauts? But, different graphics though. Okay, now I need to load some RCS fuel onto it. The cargo terminal here. There we are. Goes 50. There we are. That should be good. I should be able to undock from... and put that up. I should be able to undock from the lever that is actually on the module. And then I'll be able to take the RCS controls and manually dock it. There's the docking port. glitchy, so never can tell what's going to happen. Just in case. Never cool. Too cool to save. Okay. There it is. And while I'm here, I'm going to go right back up. And I'm going to grab a welder. How much is in this thing? Nothing. That one's almost full. Big damage here. No problem, we got it fixed. There we go. Prepare for docking. Open up the manual panel. There we go. This is better. And there's the spot we're looking for. Go down a little bit. A little too much. Rotation. best laid plans and all. We'll stick with plan A, I guess. To the fabricator without having to manually open every door. I'll do a quick save again because this game is, like I said, very glitchy, so always pays to save. Still at about 150. Properly oriented here. Slow down. Bring pressure up. Fuel for the reactor, so we'll keep that going, and I'm gonna march over here. Alright, the airlock's on the dorsal of the ship, so can sort of get this lined up. That should do it about there. Wrong way. Twist it around. Too far. Start approaching and climbing. 1.3 meters closing it. Best not to come in too hot because then you do damage, and damage costs resources, and resources are in short supply. Well, some are, some aren't. I haven't identified a good mining source for silicates, nitrates, and alloys are always an issue because that's off of only derelicts you get alloys, as far as I know. Here we go. Ship is docked. Let's see what's up with the light life support and power systems on the station. That's the cargo area, so we can get to that when we get to that. Air tank is less than... Okay. I was still short on air supply. So what I need to do is use this to pressurize. Helmet on. And then I will do another transfer, and then I gotta refine some materials, get some more air going. So you can all go. You can stay. Get the servo motors later. These spare batteries can go. You can go. Empty warp cells can go. Extra battery. Extra battery. Some extra backpacks, but I don't have the space at the moment. No space for any of that. Okay. Can grab one of you. Open the outer door. Grab the other one. Whoops. Wrong way. Grab, not set down. Well, we got the room. We'll grab these servos and injectors. Civilian core is about wasted, so we'll use that too. Okay, that's it. Alright, set these down for the moment with these other ones that I haven't had time to take care of yet. Set you down on the ground. Okay. Refinery. And this is where all of our stuff for refining is. So ice, regolith, nitrates, that's the big one, that's the one we need. And dry ice. Wow, we got a lot of that. Awesome. And refine. Costs some energy, but nitrogen 500, that's awesome. Gonna be able to make a lot of air with that. Nitrogen and oxygen. Getting low on oxygen though. Okay. Unload. And unload. Almost maxed it out twice. That is very nice. So we get a little bit of oxygen. We'll have to take a look for dry ice next. Okay, that's all set. I'll save it. And there we go. Yeah, I didn't drop anything off either, did I? Yep. Okay, close outer door. Set this down so I got room for my helmet. Pressurize. There's some dry ice right there. Life support. Okay, check power. It's coming back up. Guess I can make it through the ship. Oxygen. Whoa, I had 500? Where would... Okay. Put it all together and see what happens. Might as well resupply that. We'll throw you in here. Keep the power supply going. Throw the hydrogen in there. Only keep a certain amount of nitro on the station because I figure station keeping, I don't think the game really takes account of station keeping, but alright. Those resources went quick. We're all sitting in here. 700 hydrogen. Go 564. That's what you use to do repairs, so we'll keep 200 here. I don't have a reactor for the station here because I haven't got a spot for it, and also I haven't had the space on the ship to bring one back. I've always been busy with other stuff, so life support. Power up. See how much air we get out of that. See if we can fill this up. That's it for the nitrogen. No more. But everybody... Looks like everyone came up though. Okay. Down here. Helmet on. Thought I saw a flash. Let's see. We can leave those for now. Get rid of these. That's right, I didn't drop anything before. That's all full. Off to the fabricator. Okay then, and we'll end it for this episode.